Welcome on back everyone to Age of Wonders 4 and part 2 of our Cliffs of Sordünn campaign. Invasion of this Eldritch realm has begun. We've got our first ally, Julia, probably our first and only. We've found our enemies as well. We've got a corrupted version of Merlin who has been hanging out with the tentacle monsters a little bit too long. And then we have Chillhop down here, whom is an overlord. So it says he's a usurper lord, an entity who's taken over an empire that belonged to someone else. So that means Chillhop is not actually this leader, so probably through some kind of campaign means we can get rid of Chillhop and maybe release his spirit back to his rest, because he was supposed to be a titan that fell fighting against Urath, and then Urath, of course, being a corrupting force and a necromancer of ultimate power, brought them back and is basically using the fallen revenants, or the fallen archons as revenants against the others. So we are going to be dealing with Chillhop. He has a pretty, looks like a strong starting setup, already has a golden wonder, and then this eldritch teleporter here actually goes straight through and right next to Ramas. So, I mean, we can possibly take Chillhop out pretty quickly, or he can do the same to us. This is a couple turns later, we're at turn 33. And I sent the Lady Wizard on up to take out this random pasture to go ahead and finally allow Julia to start boosting up her growth. As long as she's growing to the north here and not on the land that I need, that's great. We've also gone ahead and sent the Lady Wizard on down to claim the Demi-Giant ruins. We could even sell those to Julia later on to maybe get some gold in a hurry, or just whatever we might need. On top of that, Sulkin and Aryanka have gone on down together to the desecrated temple, and we're going to do this as one here. To start off this episode, the Desecrated Temple is a silver wonder, counts as a conduit 2 knowledge per research post in the city domain, and adds us a blessed soul, which is a very decent shield unit. Tier 3, they do mainly spirit damage, a little bit of physical. They have an Archon Smite, which is a 4 hex ranged attack that is going to deal 25 damage or 50 if they're condemned, which is amazing. And then they have the Beacon of Hope, so if someone has low morale, you can change that in a hurry. Scrolls of Terror. You and your retinue approach the grand desecrated temple, decorated with depictions of stern-looking Godier. You hear the eerie chanting coming from within, and espy a group of hooded figures performing some kind of ritual. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream echoes through the temple. This group is summoning something big and otherworldly. Your companions swallow nervously as they look on, awaiting orders. Now what they do is they sharpen their weapons. Stop this ritual now, faith will help us. Ooh. Time to gamba. Oh, turns out we failed. They laugh at us. And so now they have, what, hasten summoning, and 3 turns of Balor will be summoned. Jeez, this is a strong army. I'm sorry, what about this says silver tier wonder to you? So a tier 5, 2 tier 4s, a tier 3. Actually, it's mainly units we can't fight, so we're gonna go ahead and fall back. We'll be dealing with this desecrated temple much later on. It's a little bit annoying. Silver wonders tend to be something you can handle at least in the mid-game, or if you have a very decent army in the early game, you should be able to handle it, but that one is, that's a nasty bit of work. We also are going to be losing a fair bit of stability for a few turns. How long does that last, this crisis? Where can we see that? It's not the diplomatic overview. Where can we see our crises? This game sometime into this UI. Where are our negative effects? All we can see is the global domain recent events. So for 6 turns, we shall have negative 28. That is a long time. That's pretty silly. Fair enough. Punished. Alright, what kind of gold can we spend here? Down in Prague, we can go ahead and get... I would say another Shade Maker's a good call. Ramas, we almost have this bathhouse. The bathhouse needs to be done fast. And then I'm just going to go ahead and queue up the Monument Sanctum. We have the 300 Wonderstone. Let's go ahead and get that slotted in. So it's going to give us an additional Order Incarnate, 20 stability, which we definitely need. Additional Order Affinity for our Empire, up to 10. And then that's that. So we should replace this with the Sanctum here in 8 turns. Not bad. Hopefully we can deal with the Demi-Giant ruins. Guess we'll find out. The 34 Dons, the Spire of Solace, has sent a war party to raid my domain. Fair enough. And so has Pitchfetch. Didn't even realize you guys existed. So we need to get ready to play defense. They're attacking from the underground. Oh, basically under here. So they're all going to be coming through this portal. Fair enough, fair enough. Playing defense is something we can definitely do. Do we gain another? No, it just keeps telling us every turn we have one. Listen, brother, I know we have the clover. I'm pretty sure we bought the clover from you. Yeah, no, we brought the tranquility pool from you. Not sure. Oh no, the clover's down here, the file dwarf. Somebody else has been standing on it for a moment. Alright, so Lady Wizard, you are going to go ahead and take over in Faldorf, and Arianka is going to take over in Prague because it is thematic. Each special province improvement costs 20% less gold and 20% less production, so Faldorf is now a beautiful town. We need to get in some palisade walls pretty quickly. That's going to be the first step there. Excellent. Do we want to start building up an army here? I don't think so. It's not going to matter as much just because these guys can't come ashore. Alright, let's take a look at these demi-giant ruins. Please.
Huh?
Counts as a research post. 2 knowledge per quarry. Can be set as a unit deploy location. Gives us the ogres. Scouting the castle, Lady Wizard, Goddess of the Hearth, witnesses a rather morbid argument. We stain them with mushrooms. Lady Wizard hears the deep voice of a Karag say a Karag. So a tier 5 here too, huh? More creamy that way. No. Another voice that sounds the same disagrees. We cook the well-mended torchbearers and butter. Is it going to be 3 Karags? You idiot. Another one of them yells. We roast them with vinegar. None of them listen to the protest of their ingredients, a group of mended torchbearers cowering in the distance. So Sundrin is here somewhere. Should the Lady Wizard, Goddess of the Hearth, interfere before the Karag and its comrades agree how to best cook their captives? She's clear without a fight? I mean, I could take, Sure. We'll clear without a fight, give them some cows. Salt and vinegar aftermath, but the hungry brute's no longer a threat. Lady Wizard can rescue their traumatized victims. It was all my fault. Their victim, or their leader, a sun priest, explains. These merchants trusted us to protect them, but 2 days ago, these monstrous cannibals overwhelmed us at nightfall. I also realized that Sundren's got green armor on her lads now. Interesting. The sun priest bows his head. Everyone in this company owes you their lives. How can we repay you? Elves are always uppity British. Sulkin receives 263 mana. Market your goods at Ramas. Your crafts chest is what we need, and then serve my army. Now we'll go ahead and take the extra production. Get that bathhouse immediately finished up. Excellent. We lose growth, but we gain production. And some ruins. That is a lot of frost spirits. Retreat just for a moment while we bring in some reinforcements. I think we have one, yeah, sitting right here. Reinforcements. It gives us a low risk, but I'm thinking this one's going to be a bit iffy. No, auto result does very well for us. 74 production and a spiritual bow. Nothing special outside of doing some spirit damage, sure. Alright, we'll back up to the surface then. And we can go clear out this. Well, this is the one that has the Tyrant Knight, or I guess the normal Knight, Druid of the Cycle, Avenger. So we may need something a little bit spicier to handle that one, but if we could go ahead and buy that magic material from her as well, then we're really cooking with Wonderstone. Alright, gotta leave the desecrated temple. That didn't go well at all. In the meantime, we can bring this army up and around, and probably prepare to go ahead and clean out this cave. Shade Maker in 3 turns. Market will go ahead and rush for 6 gold. And then since we have so many enemies attacking us, we may just want to go ahead and grab the Circle of Zealotry. Since we don't need as many foresters, we can go ahead and pop this in here. Yeah, we've sent a Zealot all along to get the Watchtower under our control. Really? Okay, so interesting. That's there. This is kind of a maze here, where you're not exactly sure where it's going to send you, but this one goes all the way over to this location, which is quite large. We do actually have a dwelling. I can show you. A dwelling through here. We've got Vorsiva, which looks like it has 2 armies defending and then 2 that are roaming here. I've got one of our scouts down kind of taking a look, but he's not going to have a great time. Faithful and Zeal. Oh, cool. Get over there and get some heals. Visit.
Yeah.
Ah, and there's another Voidstone up there. So the cool thing is you can survey the Voidstone materials, which are really just for giving you allegiance with those umbral dwellings. We are here, though, to butcher the umbral dwellings. We can abide no evil. Let's move up to make sure nothing attacks this without us knowing about it. Of course, now that we have the Watchtower, we have a little bit of early warning when Kalioth comes through again. There's some more Wonderstone up to 114. We are going to need... It shows us here. Oh no, it doesn't until we're finished up with the Sanctum. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and spend some... no, we can't, because we've got the Virtuous Spirit going. That's fine. Let's pass. Alright, day 35, and I'm probably going to go ahead and start cutting out the interns as of this episode. They're starting to get a little bit longer. Kalioth's still not coming through here, that's amazing. Love to see it. We're going to send you back through the gate, that way you can do some healing, and then we might send you on another mission. Collect all the pickups that aren't guarded. You can now create a new bounty. Capture Ashwing. We'll get there. Don't give up yet, this isn't over. You could still rise in the ranks of this world. That's rude. No, I never thought it was over. We seem to be doing fine. But if Kalioth's main forces we haven't fought any of his heroes yet, we'll see what he's got. Virtual Spirit, though, is ready, so the target race is got strength in moments of weakness, giving us extra spirit resist. Whenever we drop below 60% of our maximum hit points, we ignore half of our casualties and gain some defenses. Actually very good against the Umbral Demons because they actually partially will deal spirit damage. This will be nullifying a lot of that. Okay, so we do have a couple of armies heading our way. They're never that tough, but we shouldn't be disrespecting them. We should be keeping an eye out. That is a Kraken. This is probably a full six stack there. Let's go ahead and build roads across to Fyldorf. Make it easy to get around. We'll go ahead and triangulate that if possible. In fact, we can go ahead and throw in some... That costs 21, man. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Get an Earthbreaker here. Man, I really do want to clear this. We will likely have to sacrifice at least a unit or two, so maybe we want to summon in a Zealot and just get ready to swarm them. And that's just 60 mana we're spending to make sure these demons are down. Okay, they won't join, so we'll want to do that next turn. I'll send you across, and we'll keep the legendary ones here for now. Nice. Sanctum's in next turn. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we won't be able to summon the Zealot. Let's go for actually a lesser light spirit. Better version of a healer than we currently have. And then next we can go ahead and get a Paladin. Smite, melee strike, lay on hands. Or we can get something a little bit faster, so more vision range. Let's go more vision range for our scouts. This looks like a problem. Let's go ahead and just move through to escape. We'll attack Vorsivo before too long, but we do need to make sure we've staved off the other two armies first. Here looks like one of them. A bit closer, or is that just the Marauders? Okay, so there also must be a dwelling here. Go ahead and move around, get back out to the sea. Stay there for a turn. We go ahead and take on to that battle in the next go around. And we get another Guardian. Alright, day 36. Nothing too spicy going on. The Umbral boys are chasing our scout, get you out to sea and have you run. Here comes Kalioth's armies, or maybe these are the armies from the from the free states. We'll see. We'll see soon.
You what?
You want to mess with that or not? Bring you two forward. Oh, we're not trying to attack Julia. We just need to move forward a little bit. Summon a light spirit over here. Yeah, and then you should be able to do that together. Development skill available. Defeating an infestation gives you a unit based on. That's not very strong. In fact, you can pretty much ignore a lot of these outside of seafaring, the vision range, and then the advanced logistics. And then also building roads. And then there's a few down each path that are good, but like the order one, unless you have vassals, this is not very useful. Because almost all of these are vassal based. Once you get into things like the knightly orders, that's fantastic. But everything else kind of forgettable. Which is both good and bad. I thought we were supposed to get another population. Somehow we slowed that down way too much. That's crazy. Alright, here in Prague, let's go ahead and snag probably the fishmonger now. Grow as quickly as we can. Circle of Zealotry for even more draft stability. Yeah, it's absolutely needed at this point. We'll go ahead and throw that in right here. Alright, there's our second tier to our monument as well, so we're getting even more powerful. Go ahead and march on this group. A risky battle. We have a 90% chance of becoming distracted until end of combat. Oh, until end of combat? That is crazy. Here. I think we can probably summon in one more unit, so let's get ourselves a Zealot. The additional front line that can be thrown in to die, and let's do this. Them being umbral demons is bad for them. Good for our army of zeal. You're a Night Guard. Druid at the cycle is not going to be able to kill anything right off the bat. This thing's going to be a problem. The only way to actually cure them is going to be with the Cultivator. For whatever reason, when they get dominated, the Light Spirit can now then no longer target them with healing, and no longer cleanse them either. I'm gonna go for something like this. Archer to the side. Overwhelm tactics. And the good news is we do have two cultivators, so we could easily get either one back. You can definitely turn around then, Guardian. Okay, anyone at once. Oh, can straight up just kill the Light Spirit. Wow. Fair enough. The Knight's definitely going to be a problem. Alright, we pass. We do have plenty of mana to summon in some more. Alright, so we lose them. Goes for the strike here. Makes sense, it's a ton of damage. Turn and stab our own boys in the face. Goes for just some decaying. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so first things first, we'll go ahead and cultivate up here. Get our guards back. They don't get to regenerate their movement, though, which is unfortunate. I mean, the Incarnate Shot here would be great. Let's first, though, go ahead and link up. So that Incarnate Shot's even stronger. As strong as we can get it. Big AoE there. 3 times weakened sounds amazing. You have some chunky units over here, though. They will just kill them next turn. They can pretty much just take out 80 of the units off to the side. How far away can you heal? If you move to here, we go for the heals. It's just gonna move away and kill then. Lock them in place. We go for an incarnate shot to further weaken. Not a bad call. Let's do it. The big AoE. Weaken down aggressively. I really wish we get our Guardian one step closer. I mean, that's a play. They can clobber these Night Guards. And then the Lady Wizard. Gotta watch out for the Avengers swing, but that's really not that much damage because we've weakened them so much. Alright, so what if before we move here, we go ahead and summon in another combat summon. We drop them, I'll say just right here. Oh, I put them in line. Okay, I figured they could still be able to move, but I guess not. That's a little bit silly. Alright, we'll go ahead and let's just kill this unit. Smack. And then just board up. Sure. See what happens with these knights. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go kill my cultivator. Yeet. Yeah, fair enough. That's worse than I could have. Them being able to fly is all kinds of unfortunate. Ooh, and now we're spreading out. Being annoying. Stab the summon twice. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna have both of our guards then turn. Surround this knight. 46 damage. That's pretty dang good too. Yeah, go for it. On a Fruit Avenger, that's 2 models down. They're only doing 8 damage now, even with the big Helm Splitter strike. Alright, so then we bring in the Lady Wizard. We'll go ahead and power her up. Hit for 52. Yeah, we'll start stabbing the mess out of them then. Grace removed again. Nice. Nice. Step back. 1 crit's all. Oh, you missed. All crits, 1 crit's all we need, and then they miss. That's all it takes. Knight's down 43 damage. So they get the big swing for 8. And we just kill them. That's another elite unit down. And we have to hope that this Druid of the Cycle can't just one-shot someone. Stabbed. Oh, we still get full heals. No problem. I should add. Oh, we can't. Oh, we can only bring back the 1. We need to go for condemnation. It's only cost us 4. Blap. Alright, they weren't close enough. They kill our summon. Then run up to stab our archers again. Right in their face. So if you drop below 60%, it activates Virtuous Spirit. And then it stays active for the rest of the battle, which is... that's amazing. Yeah, let's move to here. Beat the brakes off real quick.
Yeah.
Move the shield wall up. You all should be scared. Bending touch the archers. Teleport? No, we can't. I mean, so now the thing is going to be able to try to go for a one-shot kill. Which does stink, I can't lie. We can only fight them with... we can only hit them once with each. So let's run over here into the foliage. Blast here. You get a graze. Spirit blast, and then rainbow shot. Blew down 1 model too. We can make it harder for them to kill one of our things, but not our archer, unfortunately. I'll go with this guy. Cycle Druid goes for an insta-kill. Fails. 2 damage. Anyone packing Spirit needs to just go home. 3 grazes, huh? Bring the defenders up. You are now disrupted at times 4, so how much Spirit weakness? -6. It's amazing. And blast him right in the face. Well, I kind of messed up their shot, didn't I? Charge strike. Smack. Cool, 46. 16 on that crit. 19 and 13, and we can just go ahead and have the archers finish him with an incarnate shot. What you gonna do? Friendly fire damage. Let's go for it. 3. You miss. That's what we thought. Oh, there's still someone left. Hello there. Random lightfish. Here, you back up, Zealot. You just moved about this position then, since you can move to here. Heal them. And because of my bad movement this turn, we don't get to kill the lightfish too. Oops. That'd be a thing. Tries to steal our unit and fails. Go home. Well, we lose a cultivator, which, since it's not one of the elites, is completely fine. Get ourselves some amplifying mantles, so we have 20% more magic damage and ignore some resistances, while gaining some ourselves. Pretty dang good. Go ahead and bring these armies back up and around towards Ramas. We will defend from the wave that's coming towards us, and then we can try to take out that umbral dwelling next to us. Cheaper units sound perfect. Silken and Ardianka can probably take out a couple of these guys before they close the gap here, so let's just move to about this position. And it says they all join in. Sea battles aren't my favorite, we'll auto-resolve that one. And now an Embark Sulkin gets killed by these guys. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, we're probably doomed. It says everyone's gonna jump in and help, so we'll see. Hopefully they do. I'm sorry, extra critical hit chance. That's up to 30% for everyone adjacent to him. Another staff of animal summoning. How about Julia? Oh, a silver tongue fruit. I will take this from you for 5 gold a turn. Don't mind if I do. You're welcome that I managed to take that for you. Now, Cold Staff of Animal Summoning, and you give me some gold for it. Ramas can annex another province. Excellent. Well, we want another quarry. With these guys, it's pretty much all in on production. Let's come to grab the... Oh, they actually have no provinces annexed. That's why you're growing so slowly. Well, that helps things out a lot. Let's go ahead and hurry this along and then grab the Magic Textural Archive because it's amazing. Yeah, you definitely need to come through the teleporter and heal. Good lad. Recover from your journey. Alright, so the new Guardian's about to come on in Ramas. I don't think I want to spend any more gold there. 10 turns before we have ourselves another hero. Let's see what it is to grab population here in Faldorf. I think we'll go ahead and snag one. And that's a mine location. Let's go ahead and snag a farm there. Pick us up 10 more gold a turn. 21 to rush there because it's a single turn. And that's not going to be growing for a while. We can go ahead and move you along. We'll probably just have you go stand. One unit needs to be guarding our monument at all times. On back through the void. We'll send you back down later on to be our forward scouting again. When we need it. But we're not growing anyway, so we might as well get Fanatical Workforce at Ramas. Decided not to attack. Clever. Solacing sacrifices. Your Worgen's Merlin weighs heavy on your cities. Valdorf, most of all. You're a new city, calm down. Advisors share the city's concerns with you. It's not that they necessarily reject this war, is he? Yeah. Of yours, my god of vengeance, but the citizens are forced to relinquish their comforts and delights. Worse so, many watch their sons and daughters enlist in your armies. The councils all nod and murmur in agreement. Yes, yeah, yeah. They would support your campaign if more of them, the more you showed them care. There's only so much we can bear. Can you offer us any form of solace? Ooh. This one's actually pretty good. Allow them to return to their family farms, so we just trade draft for extra food. Which seems incredible. Yeah, go home and farm for a bit. Zealot, you step on out. You can join. We got some pretty good armies building up here now. Fanatical workforce there in Ramas. Organics another province. Don't mind if we do. We'll probably just secure one more bit of land. Or maybe the rest of this can go to them and Ramas can just start expanding out to sea. Either way, we need to make sure we have some territory for Valdorf, so probably they can have these last 3 territories here. And then Prague can start expanding to these 2. Enchanted Crow Companion, we get 1 more research cycle. Inspiring Chant is only going to take a single turn. This is such a good building, though. Back in order with our stability, love to see it. So now for the Zenith, we need 400. Wonderstone, we're getting there. Convent for mana and knowledge for each tier above. We're currently orderly. So is that just 2 tiers above? Above unstable. So 3 tiers above. This would be 15 of each. Let's go ahead and snag the gold first. I don't know what we mean more of. What is your army mainly consisting? 2 Shade Makers, a Cultivator, or 2 Shade Makers, a Guardian, and an Earthbreaker. That is a thing. Honestly, until we can get our next units, we just want more Guardians. Oh, it's going to take... Yeah, we have no draft, so let's not do that then. It's a complete waste of gold. Come on over to Valdorf, which none of them are going to have any draft for a couple turns. So no recruiting. Got it. And no population there. Yep, so we're going to go ahead and grab these. Just these 3 land provinces and start expanding to sea. There's Kalioth. This doesn't look very intimidating. Kalioth, how are you looking military-wise? Julia's, actually, let's see, military ranking. Julia's rank 1, us 2, Kalioth, then Merlin, then Sundrin, likely. I don't know that that's Sundrin, but I have my suspicions. How far can you move, sir? Really can't. Well, let's take the chance. Okay, so his army, he does have quite a few armies, but they're just really spread out. And none of this is very concerning. For now. That definitely is going to change, but for now, none of that's very scary. And Julia should be the one dealing with Merlin for the time being. We need to know when the best time to attack for Siwa is. Or at least just move in here and start knocking out a few of these other ones, because this is, what, free knowledge? Yeah, it's free knowledge. It's good stuff. Well, how long do we have to wait for that draft? For 1 turn. Okay, that's not a big deal. In fact, so not a big deal that I'm going to go ahead and grab a surveyor. That way we can get that going next turn. We'll just send him out here to kind of keep an eye. Get those crow companions up and running, that way we can see further with them. We can clear the open seas. Alright, cool. Orders required. Yeah, I think we will send you down into the umbral abyss. Kalioth hasn't come through himself, so for the time being, things are good. Set you up in guard mode. Alright, so that octopus is running for his life. We'll just slowly clear out these marauder battles around the outside here. We met the misguided Spire of Solace. Your so-called benevolence only makes you weak. I will prove to the people of the Spire I don't care. Hush up, Crow. Or Toad boy. These crows threw me off. Evil eldritch toads are not a problem. Look, here comes the army from the Spire. So, we've got Stella Bitabilis and her bow of cleansing flame. You're bringing the wrong damage type, sir. And/or ma'am. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn around and we'll attack them as soon as they come on through. Actually, you know what? We can go ahead and get prepared. That way we're defending our monument. There we go. Good stuff. Don't know that we need anything else. Ramos has the fanatical workforce. We can just go ahead and get that going in all of our cities. Go clear this. Got a couple of Nemus and some Tide Spirits. How does auto-resolve handle it? If it's too much damage, we'll deal with it ourselves. That's just fine. Use Sulkin as the tank he is. We'll let these Krakens go for a little bit of good boy points. We need to get into max tier as fast as we can. We're 30 away. I think these are defenders. They shouldn't be the ones that are... If we get attacked by multiple armies, we're in trouble. So we'll kind of linger back a bit. The Gold Infestation Spawner. That has, I'm sorry, 2 ghost ships. Arianka, the Elementalist. Since you were rolling with Sulkin, let's just make you tougher. Amplified magics. Oh, I forgot to give you your amplifying mantle too. When an accurate crown, good grief, we're tripping. Excellent stuff. Alright, so then we will just take this crew this direction. Neither of them can reach, so we should be safe. And that's when Kalioth shows up. Let's go workshop here. We can rush that. That's pretty nice. Yes, rush the workshop, and then grab the... I guess we could grab the Great Ziggurat, no reason not to. It allows us to get the better tier defenses too. Rush the market for 18, and then we can go ahead and snag... Extra Imperium would be nice. I think we do want the armory though, since we're being attacked so much. Let's see, go up into the mountains here. I didn't necessarily mean all the way, but it's too late now. So we've got... Oh, that's not that big a deal. 2 of these guys is scary. Oh, you actually have levels. Havovhessa. He looks amazing. 30 damage. Yeah, see, they do partially radiant, so we actually get to block that. Mana attuned. Oh, it has spells it can cast? That's kind of scary. He's a warrior, which is kind of strange. Very long range, deals a lot of damage. We have 2 of those to deal with, which is a problem. Tyrant's marked a friendly unit, which we don't get to know what that does, or can we? Oh, here we go. Unit has hastened. Very fast movement and an additional retaliation. That's really good. Especially on something like the Dark Knight, or maybe not the Direcaster. We can handle this, we just need a big enough army. Alright, over to our other scouts. Okay, so here's one of his heroes, or are they on chariots? Not doing a very good job of staying on his chariot, is he? They'll seem to be very confused by the fact that our scout is here. Yeah, Kalioth's just sending a couple armies in. I'm pretty positive we can handle those. I'm sure we know exactly how far these guys can move. Specifically the Dark Knight. Let's go over here to this Forbidden Shrine then. Oh, we'll get caught by the Marauder Guard. That's too bad. Already knew about the Surveyor. Magic Textual Archive is done too. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah. All good stuff. Oh, Kalioth's putting down a town there. Spire of Solace, they come on through to attack. That's a low-risk battle. Let's see if we can handle it. Honor Resolve has a hard time. What are these? Just summoners? I guess they do get to bring in extra units, and then these guys have the Freezing Blast or Lightning Bolts. No, I don't think we lose anyone. I think that's shenanigans. Behold. Oh, this is actually a monument battle, and it's a monument in construction. Look at this. Is there anything that this does special? Looks like no. Be cool if it was healing spires, but only for our side. I'll just move wide and make them follow. They have no units that can steal, so we don't have to worry about that at all. We can pretty much just link up. Not everyone. Get across the field quick like. Have to go ahead and link up with you. And same thing with the other Guardians up front here. Just further weaken everyone around them to spirit damage. Alright, in they march. No one's very concerned by this battle array. We need to try to draw them much closer, so you keep coming on around. Here, you come back, Shademaker. I want to make sure you can squeeze in between. Couldn't quite, but almost. Zealots in. Just come on across. Hiding behind our construction equipment here. Yeah, works good. Let's go ahead and drop down. We could probably go for a... It only costs 5. We go for a condemnation. Weaken this general. Do all of our damage going forward. And then we pass. Literally costs us 10 normal casting points, then 5, so it's very easy to go forward. We've got 2 ice spirits, that's lucky. The exact things you needed. Like they are 100% sacrificing these guys. How much damage do you do with that bow? Quite a bit. Wait for an ice coffin. Where? Oh, right here. I mean, it did work. Can you incarnate shot from here? No. Well, in that case, I think we do need to just fall back a little bit. We'll go behind these trees.
All right. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Get behind these trees. We'll go ahead and have you archers follow. You come back there, Shademaker. I want the Shademakers behind. cultivator in the middle, that way... Oh, I can't actually reach. Okay, then. Well, that answers that question for me. You to the trees, you... right in front. They actually are fairly tanky.
Yeah. Yeah, what?
Zealot over. See if we can't convince the Frosty Boys to try to hit them. We could cure their freeze, but I think that's not at all worth. We'll just Mending Touch. And then we'll go ahead and condemn no one. We'll go for the Resilient Incarnation right here. Extra tanky. Are they going all in on this side? Yeah, they are. Constricted. Thank goodness we avoided that with them. Frozen Guardian, which we can go ahead and easily flip with our Light Spirit. Didn't freeze there. I mean, pulling our Guardian in seems like a bad call. I can't lie, because now we can just stab the brakes off of you. I mean, these guys are constricted and can't move. Oh, and not for long. Even with that lesser heal, dispel the effect. Yeah, go ahead and move
Away?
everyone to where they want to be. Go with that lesser heal here. Now you're no longer constricted. You can get in there and beat the smack out of someone.
Huh?
Guardians can take position, disrupt the enemy. Incarnate Shot is not going to be very useful, so we'll just go ahead and step. Oh, they're in the bushes. They're in the bushes, are they? Not that it matters now. And put them in danger. Oh, we miss. I guess the Incarnate Shot is guaranteed damage. Just weakens someone.
Alright.
And we don't need it. Kill. Incarnate Shot between? No. So. Zealot, you come running through. Tie them up. We're pretty much just going to ignore their summons. Except for these guys. We'll weaken them a bit here with the Titan Bow. I thought we'd get more damage than that. I was wrong. One model down. Not quite two. They didn't get to condemn either. Ran out and punched them in the face. I didn't necessarily mean to do that. I thought I had these zealots, but misclicks are our own fault. They didn't get constricted. That's great. Well, let me go ahead and Mending Touch here. And then Spirit Blast. Those with Spirit Weakness. 35 damage. And then the Guardian can stab them as well. Oh no, you're dead. How sad. And I think next we Incarnate Resilience on these lads. You missed? That's good damage. Constricted, so they're going to be taking 10 additional on our turn. I think we can heal them. Everyone jumping our dragon. Ice is super effective against dragons. So, respect. But your ice is now gone. Guardian, you move around on either side. Beat the brakes off of them with our zealots. Attitude adjustment for the Toad Ranger.
Yeah.
Okay, you're constricted, but not for long. I guess, yes, you are for long. Spirit Weakness. If we link to them again, we'll let Dispel. Ally dispelled the Condemn.
Ah, yeah. Cool.
Punch in the face. Double crit. There's another crit.
Aye.
Critical hits left and right. Let's go around this way.
Away.
70% chance, higher chance to crit. That's the way. Cheerful is incredible. As long as you're then leaning in as hard as you can into those critical hits, but that's some good stuff. Heal up with Awe Fervor and get stronger too. Just a cool 60 damage. And then we can flashlight tag for the win. Maybe. Especially if we crit. 65% chance to nearly kill. We take the 10 damage from the constricted. And then we just claim victory. That's one city-state weld. What say you now? Well, that's not good. Ran for his life. Got ourselves an enchanted cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Picking up this watchtower was an incredibly good idea. Okay, so they also seem to really not like you trespassing in their territory. So we're just gonna bother them. Ooh, more Wonderstone. Stella has been captured. She's an elitist. That's too bad, isn't it? Elitism got you nowhere. Get that frog. We have 152 gold to spend. Knowledge per adjacent farm. We could put an abbey here, but then everything is only foresters. Grand Wharf is even more production. I like the sound of that. 400. How far away are we from the next? More grievances. Rally of lieges. Have more rank. Siege project slot. Yeah, none of these are very good. Maybe the extra Whispering Stone? Does attract population here. Okay, so we can put farms in both of these. That's good. Good to know. Well, let's go ahead and grab an additional quarry here. 5 food, 164 production. Our production, as you can see, is looking quite nice. When do we get our food back? Resource sharing, just for one more turn. Good. Glad that's over. So, man, there really wasn't much space between us and the fallen Archon, was there? You come on out to sea, should be close enough for reinforcements. Oh no, they're gonna get doomed, or they're gonna get smacked otherwise. Yeah, let's go kill these Kraken. Not gonna be a fun fight. We'll battle it ourselves. Because they are wet, though, all of our freezing has a much higher chance to actually hit. Doom on you. Yeah, let's start off with a frostification here. Boom. None of them get frozen. They're all slowed. Okay, so the Guardian can come to the fore. Deal with these bone wyverns being a big old pain, but I think that's acceptable. Everyone else pretty much just stay in position. Can you hit him with the Sunblast from here? You sure can. But being wet, they're going to take less damage. Works for me. Alright, let's move up into firing line range, and wait, I really realize we need a healer here. We can do no heal summoning. I don't think we can. Poisoned. Poisoned. We'll have to really rely on our resilience. Titan bow shot cannot hit, but we can get closer Bianca, what can you do? Also kind of nothing. Get in both of their zones of control. We can incarnate shot back. And hit everyone. 43 damage to the one in the middle. Let's come all the way across. Big smack. Moving forward twice, we have options. Octopus can do some damage. The retaliation's gonna be brutal, though. Bianca, if you come forward, you can just outright kill. I mean, you can too. Let's take out their flyers. Radiant Battle Mage. Let's blast down those Wyvern. Both of them are out of commission. Bianca advance. Let's try to freeze this Kraken. Beautiful. Wish it would just sink to the bottom of the ocean then. Let's go ahead and re-up on your attack. And use it to finish off this Octopi squad. It's an explosion. That's amazing, and then we'll strike him twice. We pretty well dismantled this group. Make sure no big damage is forthcoming, and we'll pass. Teleports in, makes us wet. Gross. Our glorious locks are now ruined. We can incarnate shot in here. Do a bit of friendly fire damage. Weakens everything else, though, to our oncoming attacks. Bianca, when you got a 55% chance to hit. How come you're so dodgy? Indigo Vortex does a lot of damage. We have options. 45% chance to hit because of just the pure dodginess on this guy, and he's not going to be taking very much from the Radiant Bolts. We'll just try to stab through him. It. Go for the Warrior's Fervor here. And then we can go for the net. Net kills one, deals damage to the other. Blind the big octopus. And then go for the 55% chance to freeze. Oh, you miss. Not a graze, we freeze him. So your big octopus self is doomed. The most dodgy frozen bit of seafood you've ever seen. Blast him. Right, his tiny little eyes. There we go, that's the 100% chance we needed. Then hit and slowed frozen. Too bad, too bad. If it wasn't 2 battleships, we could probably take them. Dismantling the rest of that's not that big a deal, and we get the summon of our combat angels, pretty nice. Oh, Kalioth just ran over and put in a city, and he's just gonna leave. Interesting. Lady Wizard, we have any more usurpers on the way? Looks like not yet, but we can go ahead and send you over here after this Marauder Guard. Buffing up Julia is only gonna be good for us in the long run. Still are not producing any draft. I think that's fine. No, you guys are good. Stay here. And then we can save. We can honestly grab the army heal just in case of emergency. Gonna keep it hanging around. All right, pass. All right, day 40 dawns. Our scouts are doing a very good job of staying. Oh well, this guy's probably dead now. And we'll see. Happily, we'll sacrifice him to grab this magic material, Wonderstone. Huge cliffs over here. Meeting Vicious Pitchfetch. He's so short, he's off the screen. We're not worried about you. Your hero, Arianka, asks you for audience. Gazing to the floor, she pronounces, I see how others achieve their ambitions while I lay waiting for my chance to prove myself as a lawbringer. I'd be proud of who you are. Oh, who's this? It's Pitchfetch. He is an eldritch raptor. He looks awesome. Dragon slaying. Hey now. Shielding armor. Well, that'll be fun. We're gonna kill him real quick. Got the House of... almost said Clarity. This is the House of Charity. Not the same thing. Alright, so next we come on in and we secure another Order Tome. I'm thinking... So last time we went for the Mighty Meek, which gave our tier 1 and 2 lads more damage based on the tier of the enemy. This time we might just go for the Inquisitor. A chance of condemning, a chance of weakening. No, I don't actually think this was very good. The Tribunal's incredible, the Tithe Collector is too. But Mighty Meek is just such a good enchantment.
Faith, fervor, righteous glory. Such things may spread like a holy flame, bringing the light of truth even to the eyes of your enemies. A true beacon of faith shines so brightly that it binds the very wounds of the faithful and instills doubt in the unfaithful, turning them on to the true path, your path.
The path of forced righteousness. And Mighty Meek right away, that's the perfect one. Makes your tier 1 and 2 units much stronger, which is so good for the likes of your Guardians and the Shademakers here, which actually are your main damage dealers. Army heals ready to go. Alright, let's get ourselves into a fight with this. Oh, fun. Yeah, the Umbral Mistress is going to be scary. Alright, fastest of jump cuts, I jumped up to go grab some coffee, and was too slow. So, we are going to start chopping our way through, and this is a lot of tier 3 chargers. So when they start making it in closer, they're going to hit very hard. These guys have the Brand of Wrath, so they can cull the weak. That's all they have for now. That's good. Alright, so we definitely need to just start drawing them in. It's a Champion Sundering Curse. 2 Warlocks, and the rest are just Chargers. Alright, well, I think we got what it takes. Guardian, move on in.
Yeah,
Over you guys up into the... As long as you're in the bushes, you're fairly safe. And we want an Affinity Incarnate or a Guardian, that way they're going to weaken enemies even more. Soul can go ahead and summon in your spider. All shall dread the dread spider. How far can everyone move? We want to obliterate them with our battle mage here. Let's split the gaps, we can hit either side. And then we pass. Alright, they go for Soul Overflow. That's fun. Can we use the Purifying Blast to dispel the Soul Overflow, mind you? Oh no, we can. Bad to be you guys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Get the charge blocked that side. So we can't hit him with the infinity shot. Let's do the affinity shot. Weaken him there. We can then do the same. Ah, not quite. Okay, so let's go infinity.
Away?
You to here, you to here. Come up in with them, and then we'll cultivate order affinity here on the big smash unit.
Alright.
Deal as much damage as you can. Actually blocks these guys, which is incredible. Get stabbed first, but we can deal some damage back. Don't get the poison, sadly. You move up and do the damage that Sulkin can do. Can't quite jump, but we can run up and just go for the spider web, which is what we're going to do. So you go this direction, go for the spider web. Come back there. Sulkin, we want a higher chance to hit. I also don't want to waste the shot, so... Go ahead and awaken the demons from there. Just keep blocking up their lines. Sulkin can run on up. Decisive command, you. Give us the affinity shot here. Weaken all of those new summons. And then go for the web. Okay, so if we go to here, can we then teleport in behind them? No, it does not quite work like that.
You up? You up? Alright.
Go for the incarnation there, and then we pass. Soulbound deals more damage to our vigil, which is perfectly fine by me. With charge units, you just want to get up in their face as fast as you can. Spider bite, you get poisoned. Sprinting, get shivved in the face first. Deals equal damage to what we did to them.
You up?
Get some sprint going here. You can't charge into units who are ready for it, so let's go ahead and take out their mage.
Nah.
21. Double crit there is insane. I'd rather you come all the way back and just take out one of these others here. Just go for one of their battle mages. You've been weakened a smidge. Do we need a mending touch? It's not a bad call. I mean, they hit us back, we killed them after that, right? The 8 damage, we stab them twice with a crit. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go ahead and blind here. Which means no retaliation. And then even on one crit, that unit's gone. I realize that's a waste of our bow shot on the zombies there. If we get a swing and it kills both. Let's swing here, kill the zombie to clear the path for... Oh, awesome, awesome voice acting work there. Corpse cage. How far can you move? The answer is not very. So you just move up and kill this flashlight shot here. Status vulnerability. Go ahead, buff up with your fervor, get you 2 strengthened. We can move on in and bother their other charge unit. I think that's a good idea. And they retaliate pretty hard, but they get some remorse too. Take down these Night Guard. How can we further demoralize you clowns? Can we move to here, then teleport? No, you're pinned in place then. Can you move to here, then teleport? No. Okay, fair enough. You must teleport from wherever you're at. We're gonna go Resilient Incarnation and then send the Lady Wizard straight in to try to kill one of these. Drop morale further. What you guys got? What was that? Did you just eat my spider, or what was that? Ate a corpse of some kind, I think. Fortunate for them, though, it grazed. The music's gone. It's very eerily silent here in the abyss. Big damage. And we can transfer that fervor into heals. Yeah. Can't cancel their attacks at all. These zombies are in the way.
Away? Nah. Alright.
If we can just get them to run away, that's all it really takes. Radiant bolts. Summons in some more unimportant friends. Okay, they actually managed to shut down our archers entirely. Cheeky. Because of all that extra zone of control, there's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
That's awful.
You up?
They get here. Oh, so you can't actually zap. Good, good, good. Kill. Please. Ah, didn't work. Okay. Well, we could just send Sulkin in. It's not gonna kill? You're joking. And these guys can't do any damage at all because they're next to a charge attacker. Go for it. Hey, that's pretty good. You sound like a box of Legos being torn apart. Can't defend them any better, so we're just gonna be stuck in fighting these zombies.
No.
Such is the way. They get first strike. Can you just teleport behind? Oh no, we can just leave. See you guys later. Now another one of your units is dead. Weird how that works. Resist that decaying, condemn these zombies. Do the same here. Alright, I'm gonna cast a 5-cost spell to keep my archers alive. No damage. That kinda hurt. And they're not getting any fumbles at all, good for you. You lose the battle aggressively, but you make a good showing of yourself in the process. Purifying Blast should kill both of these. Oh yeah. Soul Overflow removed. What a shame. enemy is fleeing the field. Yeah, we'll claim victory. We lose nothing, and Kalioth loses 2 forces. A couple of his Dusk Warriors and Night Guards escape, though. That's 36 Imperium. Alright, we will be forced to take attrition down here, though, which is the only problem. Are there any sanctuaries nearby? Looks like no. This is just a little small pocket of void, too. Interesting. Whoa, they teleport through? Well, that's dastardly. That's a very fast way straight into our territory. Nightmare. Well, we need to clear out all this down here and get... So where does this one go? Oh, so it's similar to the Tzeentch realm, where you kind of just jump all over the dang place. That's cool. What's not cool is this one's right next to this guy's city. So, I mean, maybe we can take out Kalioth quite quickly. That'd be awesome. Maybe with the death of Kalioth, it fixes Merlin. Probably not, but... Go ahead and grab that warded armor. We're going to take some damage every turn, but if we can kind of... Oh, no, they're not very well off, are they? Grab that army heal, then. That will help things. This surveyor, come on down and grab me some Mole Wonderstone. I see no reason to rush any of these, except for maybe the Shademaker for 40. Then we can get another one immediately. And come up into the void. Here in a moment to join us. Excellent. What's not so excellent is our Shademakers for this portal. This is going to be a double-edged sword. Alright, day 28 dawns. Condemnation is done and ready to go, which means we get to select another tome. And likely it's just going to be another Order tome. Although I think we might eventually come back around and pick up the Tome of the Winds, so that all of our Shademakers can fire even further. Blinding everyone is funny. Are any of these others actually worth picking up? I'm thinking not. Back over here to the Tome of Virtue.
Not in the darkest night. Not in the face of horror. Not even in their last breath should the virtuous yield. You are the last bastion against vileness. The last light in the abyss. An age may come when hope dies, when there are no more righteous people. But it is not this age, for you have not yet fallen.
For you have not yet fallen. Grab Virtuous Spirit here, a minor raise transformation that gives us extra spirit resist. And then whenever a unit drops below 60% maximum health, they ignore hit point, or they ignore their casualties and gain some more defense resistance. Realizos Immediate Army Heal ready to go. So let's see who needs it the most. Sulkin Squad. Everyone does, but Sulkin Squad needs it the most. Alright, what is this underneath here? Gold Draft or Production? Discarded Chitin. A large pickup of tormented souls.
Yeah, well.
Can we build roads down here is the other thing. Probably not, since it's alongside a mountain. I mean, maybe it's letting us build roads would be great. Start this fight, low risk battle. We'll go ahead and let auto-resolve handle it, maybe. Oh, easy. It's calling it a low-risk battle, but because of what this is, there's no way that's actually low risk. Let's see. If auto-resolve wants to let us have that one too, I'm absolutely here for it. Go ahead and give Lady Wizard more experience gain. And yeah, I guess we'll just come on over And attack. Low risk battle. It's a umbral tyrant though, so that's a tier 5. We lose some units. You know what? I accept. I will accept losses for that large of a victory. Sulkin, you come on out and away from the Umbral Abyss. We have pretty well cleared this section here. We'll sacrifice these two if we have no choice. But that is a pocket cleared out. Good for us and good for our rivals both. Alright, done at Prague. Can we get this up to a tier 3? We could. But I don't think we should. Let's go. Bathhouse here. Get that maximum public order bonus. Well, actually, we fight this one ourselves, we can definitely win. That's not that big a deal. Here in Ramos, we can get an academy for more knowledge. Yeah, I'm thinking we want more knowledge. Then we ended up losing a Guardian and a Cultivator, so we'll go ahead and replace them. Replace those lost. Safe battle, you think? Yeah, no problem. Let's go ahead and watch that replay, just because I'm curious to see how the AI handles our Architect units. Sulkin gets aggressive right off the bat, gets a huge crit. I'm very surprised we didn't take more damage. Lion's the first. Now I'm really surprised we didn't take more damage. Used our heroes like a fool would. And they go down just to bleeding. Huge explosion there. Big solar beam, that's a unit down. Let's wait for the peripheries. Flashlight tag kills them. Sulkin turned around and that is such a bad call. I'm glad it worked out. That's the worst call. Yeah, the AI still doesn't know how to use your units. When it comes to your guys, it becomes brain dead. Alright, that's that. Oh, were they standing on my monument? Quite rude. I mean, you can leave, but that's quite rude. We need to see where this one goes. Looks like there's a faction down here. This might be next to the domain. I'd say either or is bad, honestly. Nah, we may just go for another fanatical workforce. Keep our production going aggressively. We won't be able to use it this turn, though, so it may not be very worth. It's not up and running here in Ramos. And down in Prague, we can go ahead and get another Shade Maker. Let's get that Cultivator we lost. Replace them. Alright, cruising on along towards the next set of Wonderstone. And actually, I don't know that you can expand out to this province. Let's see. Ah, Blade. We'll put another Forester on land then. And I guess we have to get this up to tier 3 before we can claim that magic material, which means this one's going to never be claimable. We'll have to put another town in over there, and that one may be mainly sea-based as well. Interesting. If that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. Lady Wizard, you get on down there. Well, you have no more movement. Sulkin, you get on down there. Yes, that'll work. I'll cheat, brother. Our turn again, day 29 has dawned. Well, what do we need to do next? You guys need to come on above to heal, absolutely. Let's get a little bit closer to Ramos, just so we're not having any random surprise attacks from Kalioth. That looks like an army, but it may not be. Bring you down to join Sulkin whenever he drops off the outpost over here. Can you reach that? Oh, you can. Amazing. So we should build that outpost. That'll be another city. Ramask, next to the province. It is going to go and build a forester. Say this direction. Good to see you're back. Let's go ahead and just put you on auto explore. Go find me some goodies, sir. Yeah, let's get fanatical workforce up and running here in Ramos. They are grumpy. I say we let that produce the academy next turn, and we can go ahead and grow for the bathhouse everywhere. Because even with the Whispering Stone, man, we're struggling for stability here. Way too much domain. Surprisingly enough. Alright, and a nice, even day 30 dawns. Beautiful. That looked like we had a random army that was popping up there for a second. Let's take back over here. Yeah, we've got some armies of, or some forces of Kalioth down here. Not good, not good. Ooh, the next hero. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab Arianka, Goddess of Stasis, because people who are following the Path of Frost are an absolute nightmare. She's a devotee of flames. We are going to immediately change that. No, man. Reset your skills, Arianka. Discipline of Frost. Hits everyone in a 1 hex radius. That's a huge chance to freeze. Go ahead and make you an initiate of Astral, because I believe that you can ignore status resistance. Lightning damage. Adjacent units are tankier, and let's go Withering Magic. Beautiful. Lawbringer. So I wanted to make her a duelist because of the amount of damage she can deal as an elementalist, but we'll see if the Lawbringer is a good one too. Alright, this scout can definitely go ahead and move into the Umbral Abyss. It's gonna be a spooky job, but someone's gotta do it. Vassals gain allegiance better, all of our units heal, and then Force March. None of those are very good. Academy's done, as is the Guardian there in Ramos. So it's time to go ahead and snag a bathhouse. Next turn, I guess, because we don't have the gold after we recruited Arianka. Fair enough. Alright, Sulkin, back up to your troopers, and well, if anything, we just need to prepare for the invasion that Kalioth has down here. So have the scout check to see what's going on. Just kind of keep everyone together, that way we're not getting jumped. Alright, but that's going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by at the beginning of our Cliffs of Sordünn invasion. If you all have enjoyed the video so far, or the series so far, please remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne, and I'll see you all in the next one.